Nat Turner, a black slave in the 1800s. An intelligent and religious man. He was known for his powerful rebellion to the whites. Some say he was a hero.
Are you ready?
And some say he was evil.
No, please, don't hurt me.
Who is Nat Turner? And what did he do? Why did he do it? And how? Well, we're going to answer those questions here on our show. Nat Turner, here on Interesting History. Nat Turner was born on October 2nd, 1800 in Southampton County, Virginia. He was born as a slave owned by Samuel Taylor, and he basically lived a slave life. He did all of his slave tasks and duties, like working on his owner's crops.
Y'all keep doing your work now, you hear?
But Nat Turner was different among the other black slaves. At a young age, he was very intelligent. He was able to learn how to read and write at a quick pace, and with that, he was able to read the Bible and become a religious man. He was very religious and was often seen fasting, praying, or reading from the Bible.
He was so religious that he started getting visions that he believed was from God.
These visions greatly influenced his life. He started conducting Baptist services and preaching to the Bible to his fellow black slaves, which made the slaves dub Nat Turner as the prophet. But soon, Nat Turner will get a vision that will change his life forever. On 1828, May 12th, while Nat Turner was working on his owner's field, he gets a vision that was described as
A loud noise in the heaven, and the Spirit instantly appeared to me, and said the serpent was loosened, and Christ had laid down the yoke he had borne for the sins of man, and that I should take it on and fight against the serpent, for the time was fast approaching, when the first should be last, and the last should be first.
Nat Turner, 1828. Turner realized that God is telling him that he has to kill all the white men with their own weapons, and so that started Nat Turner's rebellion. In beginning of February 1831, Nat Turner believed that certain atmospheric conditions would be the sign from God telling him to attack. On February 12, 1831, a solar eclipse was seen in Virginia, and Nat Turner saw it as a black man's hand reaching over the sun. That was the sign to attack soon.
The plan initially was to rebel on Independence Day, but that was a bust because Nat Turner took ill.
Then, on August 13th, there was another solar eclipse that made the sun appear as a bluish-green color. Nat Turner took it as the final signal. A week later, on August 21st, 1831, Nat Turner began his rebellion. Turner and 6 of his men met in the woods to eat dinner and made their plans. At 2 o'clock that morning, they set out to the Travis household. They then killed the entire family as they were sleeping. They continued on from house to house, killing all of the white people they encountered.
The interesting thing that was Nat Turner's rebellion were only killing white people that own slaves. If they go to a house that has a white family that don't own a slave, they let them live and move on to the next house.
Soon, Nat Turner's rebellion consisted of more than 40 slaves, but most of them on horseback. Soon, people started noticing and simply started freaking out.
It started in Virginia, in Southampton County, Tom. A whole gang of blacks went from plantation to plantation, killing whole families, even the babies. Even the poor little babies.
And you here all by yourself, poor thing?
But I could see it in their faces. I could see it in their eyes. They was planning. They was plotting.
Calm down, dear. I'm home now. Everything's going to be fine. Don't you fret.
Don't fret! Here. What do you think of that?
Piece of grit or bone or something?
Oh, ground glass. I found that next to my plate last night. I tell you, Tom, the niggers are putting ground glass in our food. They're trying to kill us, and we gotta do something about it before it's too late.
On August 22nd, Turner decided to march toward Jerusalem, but word got out to the whites about the rebellion's whereabouts. So then, Turner's rebellion was confronted by a group of militia.
Ready? Fire!
The rebels scattered while being killed. Turner's force became disorganized. Fire! Some of Nat Turner's men were able to escape, but many were found then killed. Later, the last of Turner's rebellion tried to fight the federal troops.
Gentlemen! Fire!
But in the end, the rebellion failed and lost. Only a few were able to escape, including Nat Turner. Nat Turner then hid in different places in Travis Farm, but he was then discovered and captured on October 30th. On November 5th, Nat Turner was tried and sentenced to execution. On November 11th, 1831, Nat Turner was hanged and then skinned. Unfortunately, after Nat Turner's death, close to 200 blacks who had nothing to do with the rebellion were beaten, tortured, and killed.
Ready.
I hope you learned a lot about Nat Turner today here on Interesting History. Have a good day.